This is Dr. Vaishali, and I'm reading from the book Structure, uh, Expression of Individual Element of Row 2. Today's element is beryllium. Property of beryllium. Beryllium is a brittle, steel gray metal found as a component of coal, oil, certain rock minerals, volcanic dust, and soil. Elemental beryllium is second lightest of all metals and has one of the highest melting point of the light metals. In its elemental form, beryllium is lightweight and extremely stiff, giving the metal several applications in the aerospace, nuclear, and manufacturing industries. It is amazingly versatile in metal alloy, where it is used in a dental appliance, golf club, non-sparking tools, wheels, chair, and electronic gadget. Beryllium is used in so-called multiplexing system because X-ray easily pass through its pure form. The element is used as a window material for X-ray tubes, and it is also used in the computer, lasers, televisions, oceanographic instruments, and personal body armor. In the medical profession, beryllium is used in the pacemaker and laser and to analyze blood for HIV and other diseases. It tarnished only slightly in air, become covered with thin layer of oxide. The ability of beryllium is to scratch glass is usually ascribed to this oxide coating. As an industrial material, beryllium possesses the ability to withstand extreme heat, remain stable over a wide range of temperatures, and functions as an excellent thermal conductor. The addition of beryllium to some alloy result in the product that have high heat resistance, improved corrosion resistance, greater hardness, greater insulating property, and better casting qualities. Other applications make use of the non-magnetic and non-sparking qualities of the beryllium and the ability of the metals to conduct electricity. Its module of elasticity is about 1/3 greater than that of a steel. This understanding of the beryllium. Beryllium is at the meeting point of row 2 and column 2 on the left side of the periodic table. The process of separation has just begun, but they remain 3/4 connected to their support, means mother figure or the in womb. They do not have a separate existence and are extremely scared to be separated. The feeling is it is beginning of the process of separation, but still very connected. They don't want to be exposed to outside world. They have no issue of money or security and no fear of robbers, thieves, or ghosts. They only fear to lose their external cover or the cover around. They have not yet developed that degree to live without that cover, so they hold on tightly. Here one can think of surviving without parent or being separated from them only if things are fine. In beryllium, it is akin to the beginning of the labor process where one is beginning to get separated from the mother. The baby is still in the womb but separating, but at the same time is very scared to the separation. Case of beryllium metallicum. Case of a age 26-year-old girl with recurrent sinusitis, first seen on the 16th of June 2005. Doctor asked, "Tell me what is happening, what is the problem?" And patient said, "I got this bout, sneezing, itching and watering in the eyes, earache, redness in the throat, difficulty to swallow, and once or twice running of the nose in a day. For those minutes I feel I have severe cold and sudden it would be like a gone. There will be nothing afterward, and then there was a terror feeling, and then backache, chest ache, lethargic and very tired feeling throughout the day." This is showing the acute miasm. Any fresh smell of the paint or paste control or pollution outside or changes of weather from hot to cold and cold to hot, immediately sneezing will start. I will start watering. I feel little change in the weather, or even if I walked out from my AC, car to the heat outside, I start sneezing. When she goes outside, there is a problem. That is one of the pain, and other one is menstrual pain. 3 to 4 hours 4 hours or 4 days prior to my periods, I got pain. I would start getting nausea, depressed feeling of sadness, lethargy, pain in the stomach, lower back and pain in the stomach, lower back and weakness. Even sneezing bouts will increase that time. Now doctor asked, so what exactly happened in these 3 years of cold and throat problem? And she said, there is a severe pricking pain, like a needle pricking into my throat. When I swallow anything, like some heavy metal weight around like spike hitting me when I swallow a spit. I feel like something is crawling or creeping in my ears, as if water is in my ears. I need to get rid of it. Aching in the eyes and heavy feeling in the eyes. Wants to shut down everything and go to sleep. Heaviness in the head and 15 to 16 sneezing or sneezes at a time. I have problem in the breathing sometime in the night because of blockage at one side. So in the night I have to stretch one side and sleep. She described the sensation, pricking needle, heavy metal weight, spikes hitting, etc. But this here she is not speaking of plant family. For example, the ranunculaceae. Her reactions to this is, I want to shut down everything and go to sleep. In ranunculaceae and other plants with this sensation, there has to be an opposite sensation like numbness. But here is she want to shut down and go to sleep. Doctor asked, what is the effect of having this problem? And she said, at this point, I choose to ask this question because, this is a dialogue of doctor anyway. At this point, I read again. Doctor asked, what is the effect to having this problem? At this point, I choose to ask the question because that part where she wanted to shut down seemed more peculiar and intense than the local sensation. So patient said, generally my activity go down very slow. I miss my work for quite a few days because I am unwell and tired. It takes all the energy out of me. I feel very sleepy all day long and I don't feel like doing anything. So it is like a heavy day. The activities are reduced because I cannot do much. After that, I get these bouts and irritations in the whole head. Sometimes I have to miss work also because of that. I just feel sleepy all the time. Just avoid entertainment and just sleep. Now the effect of the problem is when she goes outside, there is a problem, and so I have to be shut down inside and be sleepy. The doctor asked, what dreams do you have, or what dreams do you get? And she said, I have been getting this accident dream often about plane crashes, about sea sweep for a tsunami for a long time. I have been getting dream of drowning in the sea, air crashes, dead people, riots, flood and dead bodies. Then I have been getting dream of stool and everything soiled. I also dream I am trying to save my loved one or keep them safe. There is a particular plane crash, my family would be involved and I run to see the everybody in my family is alright or not. That is very often. So what do we understand from these two dreams? The dreams seem so unrelated. What is common between air crash and toilet? What is common between air crash and toilet? Do not try to analyze or interpret or think about what is common. We have to know what her experience is, and it has to have to do with the sensation. If we come to the common sensation of these completely unrelated dreams, then we must be at the exact center. We do not have the sensation yet, but we know it will have to be the same. One secret of success is to always start with I don't know. Also note that the main theme in the disaster dream is that she is trying to save her loved one and keep them safe. Doctor asked, What feeling do you often get in these dreams? And she said, I have an insecurity problem. In first dream of the accident, I feel that I am going to lose all my loved one. This is her worst nightmare. That my father, mother, my husband, and my sister all should be safe. I am secure that nothing should have happened. It is more of scary feeling. At that particular time, I feel in the dream I am totally shocked. It is just that I can't imagine my life without them. Her main sensation is I can't exist without them. We don't see downward motion in the air crash. She did not say it is all going down. This is not the energy. The energy is in losing, that I will lose something. That takes you to the mental kingdom. The experience is not one of fright or shock, but rather of losing something that you need. Then doctor asked, tell about that. I just can't imagine my life without them. And she said, I am working with my father and my husband. I was really pampered throughout. Dad would give me anything and everything. It is like my life revolved around dad and mom. They really take lot of care of me, food wise and everything. My sister are like good friends to me. It is just like a company. The family has been really happy and my husband is more like a friend again. I have to go and tell them anything, whatever it is. So the feeling of losing them is really scary feeling for me. I have to speak to my dad and mom 10 times a day, that kind of feeling. My dependency is really high on the dad, my husband and mom of course, but dad is too much. It is like for any advice I look out to dad. Here it is important to note this extreme need to call her parents or husband or sister, which signify an extreme dependence on others. Now doctor said, ask, when you say advice, what do you mean? And she said, just with any problem in life, or say if I have to take the smallest of decision where I should go or not, or I should do particular things. So it is like any smallest of the issues, like smallest of pain in the body, I have to go and tell both of them about my pain. Like if I am irritated at something about work, or if some employee have done something to me, very small issue that it should not matter at your age, but I feel I tell them. I am not supposed to tell them in reality, but I tell them. He gets disturbed, but I still can't control my feeling. I have this kind of feeling because our family has always been together. I'm scared about my parents being alone. She says, advice, but when we look further, the dependency is for the smallest things. So the issue here is not to facing new situation, but for very small day-to-day matter. Now doctor asks, you say involve, what do you mean by that? And she said, like from school to college day, and even after my marriage, they have always been there. So it is just a feeling that what about the future, because they have been there. So it is just the feeling that about the future because they have been so involved. And even my husband, whether any kind of outside or outing till date, it is always he and other friends. I can even go out without him alone, but I never go anywhere without him. Feel what if he is lonely? I should enjoy without him. How can I enjoy without him? He should be a part of all my enjoyment in whatever I do. So I always involve. Doctor asks, why you choose to marry him? Because he was your friend, known to you for 10 years? And she said, yes, for 10 years, just because he was such a family person. In college also, he would talk about his family, and he got quite involved with me and my family also, and he would be really caring about everybody. He is a religious as I am, and also that he was quite focused in the life. He always knew what he wanted in life and was very balanced, very particular, not very emotional. Also, dad and mom knew his family very well, and so everything went well. Doctor asked, tell about those dreams of stool or something like this. And she said, generally I don't feel like a shitting in public place because it is so dirty. In the dreams I see soiled commode, and feel dirty, chic. It is too dirty. Dirty is human specific word, and we have to go to the sensation behind the dirtiness. I feel that I am impure and that I need to wash my legs often, and I am feeling sick about it because generally, even if a kid is sitting, I can't see. Feel like everything is stuck on my feet. It is sticky and very odd, difficult to remove it off. It is unhygienic, like when mud is on your leg, you feel you slip on it and you have to scrape it out with some leaf or something, like germs. It is basically waste of your body. I don't want to touch it because it has given me infections. Even if I am in a public place, people are sweating and touching me, and all that makes me sick. Basically don't like touching me except for some people. If they touch me, I feel consoled and good. She has this same feeling in all the public place, and the only place where she like the touch is from her mother and father, and that makes her very comfortable and consoled. This sort of sensitivities to touch, outside weather, temperature, light and air are very important in this row. Like dad and mom, they pat me back, hug me. I feel really comfortable and good. Like I feel that someone is there to care for me, and I feel that they are there for me always. So at bottom is the issue of she cannot exist without them. This take us to row 2, where she exists but not outside. She has to exist inside. Now doctors ask, describe when you say comfortable or hug me, what is that feeling like? And she said, I feel secure. Secure means emotionally satisfied. I know that he is there. Need to tell him something or even remove my anger. Still he is going to love me so much, and that is the secure feeling I have. Like for a shelter, away from all the bad things, like say any financial conditions, emotional or any kind of disputive things or accident. I know that they are there for me. Okay, I feel sheltered. I am under them. Nothing will affect me if they are there. Like they are protecting me like a house. Nothing is going to affect me if they are around me. Whether in my bad condition, shelter, probably I can think of my home or my dad and mom. Thus we complete the circle. We start with a dream of stool, which seems totally unrelated to the accident dreams, and on questioning further, we come back to the accident, and having come to the end of the delusion level also, we will go to the sensation level now. Doctor asked, describe the shelter more. You made a gesture with your hand like this, something like this, and she said, okay, maybe a protected shield around, very close atmosphere. I feel like I'm in a protected glass or a self around me, or the whole feeling of that dad, mom, everybody are like a circle around me. Doctor asked, describe the circle around. Forget everything or everybody, just protected. And she laughed and said, I don't realize that gesture. I'm trying to find why it came to me. Maybe I thought of gestures for closeness. Maybe like a glass ball around me. Probably. I'm not open to sky or any other outsider. I like my own world, and I am very happy inside. Like this means space around me. Space means atmosphere around me, the wholeness around me, and the ball around me. Like the glass ball, maybe it is clear. I see everything beautifully outside, but at the same time, it is not me is clear. Is clean and hygienic, and people around me are my people, and it is a small ball which is keeping me to the outside world, but at the same time protecting me from the harshness of the world, like say rain, etc. That is what I imagine the world has to be. In this clear ball, I can see green and lovely outside world, and at the same time it is comfortable, cozy weather wise, which is not affecting me and my body like I am feeling cold or hot. It is perfect ball around me, and probably everybody is there around me. This is the exact description of the womb, where nothing directly touch you. If something does touch, it produces the sensation. Doctor asked, comfortable, cozy, what do you mean by that? And she said, comfortable means nice. I can think of a beer, a nice white quilt over me. I am completely covered in the quilt. Feeling is that it is not very clear and not very hot. The quilt is soft, very fluffy and light, and at the same time it gives me kind of slight weight to move around so that I feel relaxed and comfortable. Like it has slight heaviness on the body, it kind of settle down on the pain, relaxed, you can move around it slightly, wait just to sleep and just right to feel relaxed. Give light pressure on your body so it is comfortable. Another extreme or exact descriptions of the womb where nothing directly touch you. She is laying safe inside, comfortable, secure with the protective shield around. Here is also the connection to her chief complaint because when she had sinus problem, she would like to hide under the quilt. Any exposure to the outside world would cause the problem to worsen. Doctor asked, what is the opposite of that comfortable feeling? And she said, like not having a covering at all. Really air on your body. Generally, I don't like the feeling of that directly air. I don't like the feeling of the air directly because air touches me. Not having the covering means I am absolutely open to the room, which I don't like. That keeps the pain on. The tired feeling is still there. It is very uncomfortable, very restless, overexposed to the air. Like immediately I started getting irritation in my nose and eyes. Basically, that tickling feeling in the nose and ears, then starts sneezing water in the eyes. Now the gesture, it is the perfect ball around me. That was the statement of patient. Means doctor decided to give her remedy from the second row. It is like she is a fetus in the womb. Slight heaviness of the body, settle down the body and make you feel relaxed. With this slight weight, you can fall asleep. The weight is there, but you can still turn around inside. Now doctor again asked, continue this case taking, and doctor asked, what is the sensation of the sensation in the throat? And she said, the sensation in the throat is that when I swallow the spit inside, a heavy feeling in the throat and some kind of heavy metal balls, pipes hitting me on the inside of the lining and scratching me inside. Like it is a heavy pocky, it is sharp and it is not moving from there. It is stuck in one place because it is not heavy, like sharp at end, and one side it is a rounded. And like when needle pick you or any sharp things, you have the reflex reaction. When I swallow the spit and I suddenly goes and it comes out, and it is like an arrow. It is hitting go and coming back to its positions. It is a reflex. I don't feel like swallowing my spit. Otherwise, it is subconsciously happening when I swallow my spit, that particular place where it pokes. I stop and then suffer to push it down. Doctor asked, you have any fear of high places or anything like this? And she said, as a child, I used to really have fear of graves, dead bodies, ghosts and all that. Like there was a particular age when I used to go to sleep in my house before the light is turned off. I have overcome that fear now. Doctors asked, the giant wheel and all bother you? Airplanes and all, huge body? And she said, no, I don't enjoy that also, but I think it was not bother me. And airplanes or even if I am standing on the cliff, it doesn't affect me, but I am suddenly falling off. I lean like this and I am back straight, just that it is in my dream a kind of wake up and oh, that I have slipped, I have stooped into something, but not such fear. Doctor asked, sudden noise and all bother you? And she said, no, not much. I hate firecrackers because it is catching my allergy. So I don't really like it. I startle, there is a jerk or something. Now, doctor asked her leading questions for a borax, like the effect of high places, airplane crashes, sudden noise. Since there is not much effect from these her remedies on one column, because borax is in second column. Now doctor asked, tell me about the dream and the drowning. And she said, my husband cannot swim. He is a fond of beach and the waves are high and he goes to the sea. He is a drowning and I am trying to save him. Those dreams I get often. Otherwise, I don't have any fear, no water fear at all. I do often get dream that he is cheating on me and I want to make him realize that he is doing something wrong and he should be guilty about it. I feel anger and just cry. And doctor asked, something happened like that? And she said, no. What is the surprising? There is nothing wrong with my life. I have never been in a place where there are riots or seen an air crash also, but I always have been getting these funny things like accident, air crashes, and him cheating on me, and even my best friends. We share everything with each other. Doctor asked, but if it did happen, he cheated on you, what would be your main feeling? And she said, I feel like leaving him and make him realize that he was wrong. I would control, but I want to go. Now, these dreams that the husband will cheat on her and leave her also indicate the possibility that the protection will go. What is happening in column 2? Question by doctor, you would get any ulcer in the mouth or something like that? And she said, no, I used to get sty in my eye that got treated from the doctor, itching in my eyes really often, so I keep rubbing my eyes. I made her draw doodle. This is what she draw. Nothing but triangle and stars. Now doctor asked, which one out of this has maximum impact on you? And she said, I don't really draw anything, but it is particular thing I often draw. I feel that starting and ending point are not meeting. She draw a triangle and stars. And what is the conclusion of this drawing are? What are the conclusion? I feel that a small thing is growing into the big thing, and I don't know the beginning and the ending point. It is like a whirlpool, like lot of things are happening, but they organize and follow the same pattern. It is like a start and end will not meet, and I have started very small into big, and that smallest of the activity has been done in a particular way and has been following the same pattern and growing big. It is still growing and going to spread around more. Now a doctor asked, and what is the whirlpool? And she said, when you look into it, it feels as a pile of it, like a whirlpool just around the smallest circle and growing into the biggest. You can literally see that it can give a pattern to your eyes. It is like an impact on your eyes. It is following the same pattern and it feels organized. It feels like it is going to hold lot of things inside. It has got some places in it and has movement of things inside it, but at the same time it is going to move around only in this much, and it cannot go out of this. Now the case analysis. So what we see here are the issue of facing very small day-to-day matter, and when we go to the bottom of each of them, she comes to the feeling, I cannot exist without them. She does not want to be exposed, rather she wants to be in a close, sheltered and secure place, like she is still within the womb, where the only fear is to be exposed. There is no issue of money or security. Her only fear is to lose that external covering around her, and her worst nightmare would be losing her parents or husband. Basically, she has not developed to that degree to live without that cover. This takes us to row 2, where she exists but not outside. She has to exist inside. It is like she is a fetus in the womb, and so remedy was given, beryllium 1 dose. After years or 2 years of follow-up, patient is better, much better, about 80% is better, and after 2.5 years all the complaints were disappear.